funny when I hear some parents talk to the children about private parts and call it different names, different from the real names of those private parts. I mean, you'll be wondering, what is the shameful part of calling breast or calling vagina to children? Why have adults feeling so ashamed to use the proper name just because they feel like, oh, it's private? If you can mention the word head, arms, shoulder, why, what is there for you to mention vagina? It is what it is called. It is the name of the private part of the child. And with this, a lot of adults find it difficult, they find it shameful to discuss privacy with their children because they know there's no way they can go about it without mentioning the right name. So they don't even know how to go about it. They don't want to use their own generated name. At the same time, they don't want to use the original name the private parts are called. In today's video, I'll be mentioning to you 5 things children need to know about the word privacy. You agree with me that it's really important for children to learn about the word privacy right from when they are young, right from when they are toddlers, right from when they can start to identify their body parts. And that is why we don't want to wait until they learn these words from outside. We don't want to wait until they learn about the rules of privacy from outside. We want to teach them right from the home, even before they go out there, even before they are exposed to friends, before they are exposed to school, before other people teach them about these words. Hello, welcome to the Female Speaker. My name is Aminat Ayodele. Thanks for having me today. Thanks for watching me. If you are new to this channel, you are in the right place because on this channel, all we do is to educate ourselves, to inform ourselves about what is happening, how we can develop ourselves as women, how we can develop our girls, how we can build their self-confidence, their self-esteem, and of course, how we can avoid sexual abuse in young children, how we can avoid workplace harassment, a lot of issues, a lot of societal misconceptions about women and girls. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel, click the like button and share this video with other women out there. So let's jump right into it. I'm happy to talk about the word privacy today because without the word privacy, we can't even be talking about preventing sexual abuse. The first thing children need to know is the word privacy. And what do they need to know about the word privacy? Number one, exposing our privacies. We need to teach children right from when they are babies, when they can identify their body parts, when we start potty training them, when we are changing their diaper and they could point to their body part, they could touch their head, touch their breast, touch their vagina. We need to also tell them that, hey, when you are around the house or when you are outside, you don't just remove your trouser, you don't just remove your skirt, or you don't just remove your panties anywhere. When you are in the toilet, you close the door so people don't see your privacy. We need to teach them that you don't expose our privacies. And how do we do this? How do we model this into them such that they don't forget easily? We become example to them. We don't just tell them don't expose your body or don't expose your pants. Why we, the parents, walk around the house with only panties, we go out with transparent tights. We show our privacies even when visitors are around. It's not a good way to practicalize things for children. So which is why we need to let them know about this type of exposure. By going outside, they need to dress modestly in such a way that they are not wearing, their panties are not showing under their clothes, such that people will be wondering what is under there, or someone will be wondering what is under there. Even though no one has the right to abuse anyone, no matter what you are wearing, but dressing properly is one of the things that creates good impression about you to other people out there. Let's teach our children right from when they are little, right from when they are toddlers, right from when they could identify their body parts about the word privacy. And number 2 that we need to teach our children about the word privacy is touching of their private part. We need to let them know that unless you are washing your private part, unless you are cleaning it, unless you are doing something or a doctor is checking it, no one, absolutely no one has the right to touch your private parts. No one has the right to touch your breast. No one has the right to touch your vagina or your penis. At the same time, you shouldn't touch other people's own. We need to let them know that it is not only that people shouldn't touch your own. You don't have the right to touch other people's own. And the only people that have the right to touch your private parts are medical personnel like doctors, like nurses, and they should also do that with your consent or with your parents' consent. So which means you need to say no to whoever wants you to touch a private part or whoever wants to touch your own. This way, we are letting the children know that it's not just about them, it is also about other people. And when an adult approaches them and say, hey, I need you to touch this thing for me, don't worry, it's not going to hurt, they can easily say no. I cannot touch your private part because I don't want anybody to touch my own. So we need to start grooming them with that kind of mentality that they shouldn't touch their own private parts unless they want to clean it, and they shouldn't touch other people. They shouldn't even clean for other people. They shouldn't clean for other people. So someone will not use that excuse and say, I just want you to help me clean some dirty from it. No, nobody has the right to touch other people's private parts, and these children need to know this. The third one is looking. Children need to be taught that when you are in a private place like a toilet or a restroom, you should close the door. Nobody should be looking at you when you are urinating or when you are on the toilet. At the same time, you shouldn't just open the door on someone that is in the toilet because you want to have a look at their private part. So you should be careful about what you look, at the same time what you watch on the phone. Nobody should call you to say you should come and look at something on their phone or on their computer or on their iPad and it's relating to other people's private. You need to know that they are not supposed to look at other people's private. At the same time, nobody should look at their own private. So someone shouldn't just tell them that I need to look at your own private. I just want to compare it with mine, or I just want to be sure that it's clean, or I just want to be sure that that it's looking the way it's supposed to look. No, we need to build the confidence in these children that anybody that says things like that and they are now telling you not to inform your parents or not to inform your family, they are definitely doing the wrong thing, and we need to run away from them. We need to run away from them and report them to an adult or to someone that we believe can listen to us. And the fourth one that children need to know about the word privacy is standing close to them, like maybe climbing them. Yes, it's almost similar to touching, but sometimes some people will not even touch your breast directly. They will move close to you, using their body to touch you, or using a part of their body to touch your vagina or to touch your penis. So this needs to be taught. This needs to be taught to the children that, yeah, some people will not even use their hand to touch you directly. They will try to squeeze you in one place. These are signs of abuse that children need to be aware of. And it starts from when somebody is deliberately using his or her body parts to move closer to your home private part, like your breast, to move closer to your breast, or to touch your penis, or using his own penis to touch your home vagina. So all those type of things, they need to know about it. It is wrong and they shouldn't allow it. If anybody is trying to do that, they need to run away from there. And lastly, which is very, very important for every child to know, is speaking up. Speak up. Whenever anybody tries to touch your private part or tell you to open it to them, or try to say you should come and look at their own, either on their body or on their phone or wherever they want you to look at it, you should speak up. Speaking up this time around, you should tell them no. And when they threaten you that, no, you have to do this by force, don't forget you have someone that you can talk to. We need to let these children know that they can always come back to us. No matter what happens, they can always come back to us. And we need to give them that kind of confidence. We need to build their confidence in such a way that they know that when they come to us, we're not just going to sweep the pot on the carpet. We are going to take it up on us. We are going to face the issue. We are going to face the person. We are going to speak out. We are not going to let it die like that and say it's one of those things. A lot of abuse are perpetrated within the family, and most of them are swept under the floor, under the carpet, because we don't want to talk about it. We don't want the family ties to break. Meanwhile, they are causing lifetime trauma to the children by saying, don't worry about it, it's sorry about it, it's this about, let's just forget about it. No, we can't forget about it. We need to face whoever has done something wrong. We need to face them. We need to do this in the presence of the child, or letting the child know that this has been dealt with. Not just dealing with words, but dealt with action. If a family member like a cousin or an uncle or aunt is molesting our children, we need to speak up. They don't need to be with us in that kind of environment. They don't need to continue living with us because they're not safe for our children. They're not safe for them. So we need to speak. We need to let them know that, hey, whoever is doing this, we don't care about the consequence. We are going to call them out. I hope I've been able to do justice to this topic. I hope you have picked one or two things to discuss with your children. And I hope that you love this channel and you subscribe to this channel. If you have any comments, if you have anything you would like to tell me, please put that in the comment section. I will be happy to hear from you. Thank you. Bye.